Good morning, garden family. This is Zulima in Dolores' Garden, Zone 8B, Middle Georgia. And today is December 1st, think about 9 a.m. and we are outside so I can do a garden tour. I didn't bring you along for the end of November garden tour, but I thought I'll show you everything before I go ahead and harvest, because I do have quite a bit of harvesting to do. So there will be another video with me wearing the same thing, because I want to go ahead and do that garden tour first and then harvest after, and I don't want to do it in the same video. So let's go ahead and get to this video, and I do hope you had an amazing, happy Thanksgiving with your family. So let's go ahead and get to it. So as per usual, we always start with this 10 by 10 bed. As you know, this is one of the newest beds that was added to Dolores' Garden this year. I want to say that was possibly springtime, because I put my peppers in this bed. So here we have a different array of varieties of carrots, and also I have Shasta daisies over in the corner. So here is one that is continuing to multiply and look a whole lot better than it did in summer. And here's another Shasta daisy. I also popped in some and look at this. This was a cabbage that a worm ate the center out of it. But as you see, it started to put on small cabbages, which I hate, because that means I'm not going to get ahead on that. So I'm not going to take it up, but I'm sure it'll do something. Here are some other plants. I put cabbage and I want to say broccoli in this bed. So these are fine here. They're looking really good, have gotten really big. I did have some pigeon pea trees that I cut down. I just haven't dug up the root yet, but I will take that root up before after I harvest all of these vegetables out of this bed, because this is where my watermelon patch will be. And here are my carrots. I will be going back and harvesting carrots. You planted these carrots with me, but as you see, they are doing really, really well. Some are ready, some are not. But oh, here's another Shasta daisy over here being covered up by the carrots. And I have some broccoli over here in the corner that's doing really good. And these were popped in late, not the same time I did my other crop in those other beds. These were some of the left, some that were started later, so that's why they are not the size that the other ones are. So I do know I have a variety of let me see if I can find a tag. Scarlet carrots. Let me see. Tags are doing good. I just have to find them because of all of the growth of these carrots. I have some red core carrots and some scarlet carrots. So some orange and red basically is what I have in this bed. And then next to us we have this yellow Greenstock here that has some onions and golden, I think it's touchstone golden beets that finally have had a chance to produce a little something. As you know, remember, they were being eaten back by worms every time something grow. They cut it back. But let me see if I can show you one of the bulbs that are poking out of the soil. I hope you can see that. And onions are doing great. I still have some small ones. These are planted later. But the last hard freeze that we got, because again, we have been dropping down to, and there's another beet. I don't think I have any golden beets to harvest today, but I do know I have lots of red beets to harvest. But the freeze did not do anything to this. This one wasn't covered. My husband and son were able to cover this one here with the last freeze. The first freeze I did not cover. The second freeze, my husband and son was able to do that for me. And here are the beets that I need to harvest. I'm sure I should have, these are Forma Nova, so they don't have the round bulb, but they do have the long cylinder type shape to them. So here are the beets in this purple Greenstock. All right, and next we are going to go here to our purple royal peas, sugar snap peas. Hold on. Get your... These are the royal sugar snap peas, and as you see, they are finally putting on some pea pods. Nothing to be harvested today, but finally we are getting some. My husband, they did cover this one here because, as you know, the first freeze, it really cut a lot of my peas back, but this one was saved from the second freeze. And then we'll go here with a bed of carrots. These are the round bed that I planted. We planted this together of some carrots. And let me just see if the tag, these things are huge. This is atomic red carrot according to the label. These are my onions that I started myself from seed, which I am again proud mommy plant. Well, yeah, mommy plant mommy. I'm a proud plant mommy. But look, they are looking so good. And we also started these together, but these onions are looking great at this stage. They are nice and thick. We are heading in the right direction. Frost did not hit this bag at all. As you remember, last year, the freeze, I got them in later, but this year I was able to get these in at the end of, towards the end of October. And I'm so happy I did, because if I would have waited to put these down at the 1st of November, like that first week, these would have been hit back because we dropped into the 20s. We didn't start with the light frost. We got a very hard freeze that claimed some of my other plants. We have some worm activity that has cut this kale back, but for the most part, this blue green stalk is looking good with some kale here. Have some spinach. Carrots are also in this bed, so it's looking good. I have not sprayed for worms. I missed a week of spraying, but it's not terrible. Getting that dead leaf off. It's not terrible, so I'm not gonna be. And this one was not covered, so they did pretty well. And then, as you see here, like what was happening to my other carrots, I have a worm that's just eating my carrots down. I didn't have this last year, but this year has been an issue with those worms eating my carrots. I also have some Shasta daisies here, which I will dig up. These will not stay in this bed. And then I have some at the base of this apple tree. And here I have my garlic. As you see, my garlic is still popping up. And on this side, this is my elephant garlic that I saved from my harvest from this year. And I'm so happy that it is coming up. And then the other varieties we planted together, they are also still coming up. So it looks like this will be 100% of sprouting for this garlic bed. I did not plant a lot of garlic this year. Usually I have garlic spread throughout the whole garden, but I have so much garlic in the freezer, minced garlic powder, that I didn't need to go ahead and do that. So in this bed, we have sugar snap peas to the back of, on this back trellis that I kind of helped along with some clips. And then in the front of this bed, I have more carrots. I am, what do you call that? I'm canning carrots. This year I canned 2 or 4 jars. I think it was 4 jars. And that turned out really, really well. So that's why we are canning carrots this year. It tastes so good. All right, so I don't know if I have, yep, nope, yep, I have a sign. These are atomic red carrots. And then looks like we have some royal sugar snap peas to the back. As you see, this one was hit pretty hard on the first freeze, but as you see, it's putting on new growth. We're doing okay. We're okay. We'll be fine. Here is another bed of sugar snap peas that were beat back by the previous freeze. Here is a volunteer dill in the middle. You know, I never take my dill up. So, and then I have peas being put on these pots. So at least I feel like I'm going to get some peas this year because I was very, very skeptical. Yeah, I said it right. Move on. We have this Greenstock. My alyssum is pretty much almost done, that I will go ahead and cut that back. It came back, as you know, I cut that back after spring, and it came back and did a beautiful show for fall. I have strawberries to the top. I have some parsley. I have strawberries that have spread, but these pockets that have the parsley and the flowers, I'm gonna cut that back. And most likely this will be a full strawberry tower because as you see, the runners are definitely putting down their roots. So that is fine with me. I don't mind having a tower full of strawberries. So we talked about that bed. Here is the bed we planted together. Look how beautiful these look, y'all. So my husband did cover these. It looks like just a very small amount of damage. And these are cabbage and broccoli, just a small amount of damage. I'm looking at the leaves. I mean, very, very mild on a couple of plants, but they look really good. Shasta daisy in the corner with the sugar snap pea covering it. And here is where I took a big hit with my beets. As you see, the touchstone golden beets kind of really bit the dust. But I do also have onions over here, and the peas that I planted here have been on a struggle bus because the rabbit has been eating those tender pea seedlings. And look at this. Now that's so weird. This is across from this bed, but this bed with the beets did really, really well. That's unusual, but these are another side of beets with onions to the back of the trellis. And then we have a variety of things in this bed. We have onions, we have cauliflower, it looks like we have a broccoli back there, and then we have cabbage. I have quite a bit of damage here, but I'm thinking that is old damage because I'm not seeing any worms, but I will be spraying these today. Today is the day. Cabbage looking good. Now this one has quite a bit of damage on the inside, and I know, oh, I see worm poop. Oh, there go a big one. Yep, I'm gonna turn you away. Let me take care of Buddy really quick because we are not doing it. Get his behind off my stuff. Yeah. Why are you here with the freeze? I don't know. You should have been eliminated, but all right. It was that one that was destroying that cabbage. So that's fine. And then that's a new one I popped in a corner that was not covered. And just the bottom leaf got some damage, but it'll be okay here. I'll turn around because we have another bed of sugar snap peas. These are the yellow peas that are putting on flowers, but Nothing to harvest as of yet. Looks like something's been eaten on this one. Oh, I have some, actually have some in the middle that can be harvested. Look like they took a bit of damage from the, that's full. Took a bit of damage from the freeze. And we'll go here to another carrot bed. And let me just see if I can find the tag. Now these don't look to be as ready as the other ones, but I will probably pull some out. These are the yellow carrots in this bed. And I have found with my experience that the colored, the orange, no, the red, purple, and yellow carrots take a little bit longer to mature. That's just from my experience. Here we have, that's another tender seedling that doesn't look the best because of the freeze, but it doesn't look horrible. I mean, and then in this bed we have broccoli, collards, and some Brussels sprouts. So let's go ahead and look to see there. And oh, we have onions. This seedling did good, probably because it was protected by this collard here. This is a flash collard, which I will be harvesting some of this. Onions popped in between, and Brussels sprouts, as you see, are here. But it's looking really good in this bed. So a lot of harvesting here. Oh, my turnips, just a little tiny damage, but they're still going. So I mean, that's okay. We'll be okay with that. Some did get hit back pretty bad, but for the most part it is okay. This is a 8x8 bed, I believe, that has some broccoli, some collards, garlic, that volunteer garlic. I had garlic in this bed the previous year. I'm just looking at these plants. And what is in this one? Oh, look, this is a broccoli. And is it a broccoli or cauliflower? I don't know. The way it's protecting that head, it's just, we'll say broccoli. But we're getting heads on these. They're starting to produce some heads. I cut that one all the way down. As you see, that's coming up. This is a Brussels sprout that's getting big. Have a little bit of purpling. You know, when during the cold they have a little bit of difficulty uptaking phosphorus, so that's where that purpling color comes from. We have some little cabbage heads here that, what is that? Little cabbage heads. Oh, what are you protecting in there? I don't know. Is this a cabbage? No idea. You know, when you're replacing things and when things are not doing well, you replace them. I don't remember what I replaced it with. I thought it was collards, maybe not. But for the most part, everything is looking really good in this bed. Yep, we have some broccoli heads coming. Oh yeah, we have heads finally coming. They're in the tiny stage, which is okay. I did pass this bed here, which have carrots in the front and sugar snap peas to the back of this. We have flowers, but oh, we have peas. So I'm sure we probably have some other peas. These of course were not covered. Let me see if I can find what variety of carrots these are. But you planted these with me, and I don't see a tag in these. And then I have carrots here in this round bed here, and in the front of this bed looks like I have a volunteer dill plant here. That is huge. And I have onions that we planted together back here that looks like they fared really, really well with the freeze. In this Greenstock, I have some turnips, some beets, onions, and garlic. Nothing in this bed is ready to harvest except for some of the leaves on the collards. but it's looking great. All right, here is another bed of, these are the ones I planted late. Another bed of what is this, broccoli and some onions that I popped in between. Gotta do my spraying today. I have Brussels sprouts over in this corner and a cabbage to the front, and onions in between. So it's looking good. Here is another Greenstock with carrots, onions, and onions. I think that that's all that's in this bed. That also fared well. Everything needs water, but I think we're going to get a rain later on today, so I am not going to water them. I'm going to let the Mother Nature take care of that for me. And then onions to the front of these beds, a volunteer carrot down there. These onions are looking good. And in this bed we have Brussels sprouts. We have, oh, look at the little seedlings that I popped in. I think this area got hit more with the freeze. The little seedlings have definitely took a hit in this bed. This bed was not covered. So I will most likely go ahead and take those out, and that's okay, because I will show you all of the onion seedlings that I have that I'll just probably go ahead and pop in there. And behind me, look at those little onions that are coming up. Y'all remember them little tiny things I planted in this bed because I just was getting them out of the tray. Look at them. Look at them babies. So it's okay if your onions are tiny. They'll still do. And then I have some small cabbage plants here that I planted late, and some onions and a Brussels sprout over in the corner. Here we planted those bulbs and corms together, the ranunculus and the hyacinth. Nothing is happening up here as of yet. They are establishing their root system, which is okay, but I'm so expecting a beautiful show. And then here I have my kohlrabis that I need to go ahead and harvest, which is past time to harvest, but I will be harvesting these today. And here is also another place that I can put stuff. In between I have carrots, kohlrabi, and Brussels sprouts. So I know I have worm activity here because I see worm poop. Yep. It's so right. It's so right. Yep. You know when you have worm activity when you start seeing worm poop. But again, it's not horrible. But these are Brussels sprouts in between these carrots. And they are looking good. Minus a little bit of the plant damage. These look to be probably some collards. Nope, not collards. Not the way it's growing. This is a Brussels sprout. Just bigger than the other ones because it's on the end probably. I always miss, oh, let's go back to this sugar snap pea tower, which I have to find something to, because they're getting so heavy and leaning. I need to find something that will hold this down. Maybe if I put this brick on it, we'll see. Because it is definitely leaning, so it's not going to come out. Let's see if we have anything. I see flowers and I see peas that look like it probably was hit a little bit with the, sorry, I had the camera turned. I see flowers and I see peas. Look like it was hit just a little bit with the freeze. Let's go around this apple tree. No, pear tree. Have some peas in there. Look like they took a bit of a frost damage. Yeah, I have peas down to the bottom. I'll still harvest them and let's see what, how they do, how they're tasting. But as you see, it got real bad damage down to the bottom from the freeze. But the top looks good. I just have to, it's concentrating all of its weight on that way. But it's not going to tilt over because I have that brick sitting on top, so it's okay. And over here I have another bed of carrots that something has been eating on my carrot leaves. I'm not sure if rabbits like carrot leaves, but yeah, apparently they probably do. I'm looking for the tag in this one. I don't know which one, but I'm going to harvest some carrots out of each of these round beds. Let me hurry up because I don't plan on being out here all day. I think I covered the inside of the garden. Now we are walking towards Collard Row, Berry Lane, where I have my herbs. Here, as you see, a eucalyptus that's doing good, which I will be harvesting very soon. Oh, I need to put some more soil because of how it's leaning out. I don't know. I'll figure it out. We're not doing that right now. Rosemary, onions here that we planted together. And in these beds are the strawberries that are looking good. I have blueberries here and strawberries at the base. And all of these are looking great. Yeah, everything's looking good. And I have more blueberry plants coming in spring that will go in those round beds to the front. And here we have Collard Row. I have kohlrabi back here, and I also have some the rest is kohlrabi and just a few of I have a few of kohlrabi and the rest are collards. And as you see, it's doing really good. I will be harvesting this monster back here and this monster here. And then I'm going to be harvesting a lot of these collards to get for Christmas, ready for Christmas dinner. And I have a different variety of collards back here. I have Flash, I have Top Chop, and I have Georgia collards. And they're doing good. Everyone is going to get a good fertilizing. They are really growing back after being cut. Harvested really hard. So I am going to go and harvest, and then I am going to fertilize, but I won't take you along for that because you have already seen me fertilize. And then here I have another Greenstock of carrots that are finally catching up. As you remember, they were being eaten and eaten and eaten by the worms. And then my nothing to see here, a Concord grape, which I still need to prune, and then strawberries at the base of this bed. So that is it. I believe I covered everything of the garden. Just another glance of how everything is doing and looks really, really good. Lots of green and lots of stuff that I need to harvest. I almost forgot, y'all, to show y'all the seedlings, the onions that I will be popping into the green stocks where I'm harvesting the beets. And then in that front bed where those plants did not do well, I'm going to be putting these onions, and they're looking so good. They could go out actually right now. I don't have to wait, but I'm not doing anything today. I'm just gonna harvest, fertilize, spray, and then go inside and crochet because it's cold. But it's not horrible. It's beautiful though. I prefer the cold than that hot heat. So that is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed the garden tour, December 1st garden tour. I hope you enjoyed, and I so appreciate you for continuing to come back to listen to what I have to say, which is really nothing because I barely talk, but at least to see what I'm doing in my garden. So until next time, my friends, peace and love in Dolores' garden. Bye.